Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Gunjan from the School of Biotechnology, Gautam Buddha University, Greater Noida. Currently, I am working as head of the department in the School of Biotechnology. Today, we are going to discuss about a module cropping system in India under the paper Plant Biotechnology and Crop Improvement. The learning objective of this module is cropping system in the India and what are the different types. It means what kind of cropping system we are adopt in the Indian scenario or in the Indian agriculture field, and what are the different types of cultivating systems we are used in our agriculture lands. What are the main food crops, and on the basis of food crops what kind of cropping system we have classified. That means on the basis of food crop what are the different cropping system we have classified in the India. What are the next is what are the characteristic feature of the different types of cropping system. Then we will focus on the advantages and disadvantages of the cropping system. After this, we will focus on the diversification pattern of the cropping system. That means why the cropping system differ from state to state or differ from one agriculture land area to the other agriculture land area. In the continuity with the cropping system, we also focus on what are the immediate need to improve the cropping pattern of the cropping pattern in the India. What are the different factors affecting the cultivation of different crops in the Indian agriculture land area. Once we study the whole soul of the cropping pattern, we will focus the current status of the research. That means now we all knows that day by day our environment going to be changed due to the different types of stresses condition. As a result of these stresses, the fragile environment cropping system spread their arms depthly in the agriculture land of the India. As a result, or to prevent or to raise the cropping system or to promote rectify all these problem, day by day different types of research are going on and different research projects are running in different agriculture research institute, different agriculture universities and the research laboratories at national and international levels. We start to study the cropping system in the India. In India, we see that India is an land oriented country, and here the different types of food crops are dominantly in the different areas. Therefore, the name of the cropping system based on the name of the main crop. The main cropping system of the India are rice based cropping system, sorghum based cropping system, pearl millet based cropping system, wheat and gram based cropping system. Instead of these cropping system, the cropping system of India also classified on the basis of vegetable based cropping system, on the basis of plantation, that is plantation based cropping system, and on the basis of commercial crop, which mainly include cotton and groundnut, that is commercially crop based cropping system, which classified it again into two: cotton based cropping system and groundnut based cropping system. Now come to the point, what do we understand by the cropping system? Cropping system basically defined as kind and sequences of the crops grow in a specific area in a specific period of the time. This cropping system is the combination of the crop in the space and the time, and on the basis of this will classified into annual cropping system and the intercropping system. When we focus on the in the annual cropping system, only single type of crop grow year after year in the sequential era. It again classified into two type, monoculture type and solo type. In monoculture type of cropping system, only one type of crop will grow in the agriculture land area. For example, cultivation of the rice in Kerala, Odisha and the West Bengal. Whereas in solo type of culture, we will grow a specific only type of crop, that is only one variety of crop grow through the maintain the pure breeding process. In the cropping system, we use different types of cropping system. Out of these cropping system, multiple type of cropping system we are generally preferred. In the multiple type of cropping system, there are different methods we are using to cultivate the crop in the agricultural land area of India. The first type of method is row intercropping method, in which two or more than two types of crops are planted in a row. For example, we can cultivate it maize green gram, maize with black gram, groundnut with red gram in a row simultaneously in the same agriculture land area. The next method is alley intercropping method, where we can cultivate the crop along with the plant, along with the trees. That means row plantings of the tree which having a wide spacing between the two rows, and these in between these two rows we allow to grow the particular crop for the cultivation. The importance of LA type of cropping is it expand the income of the farm, improve the production of the crop, provide the protection and conservation benefits. For example, planting of the wheat, corn, soil in between the rows of walnut or pecan tree, it will increase the income of the farmland and cause benefit to the farm holders. Third type of cropping method is relay intercropping method, where two or more than two types of crop grow simultaneously during the part of the life cycle of each. A second crop is planted just after the first crop once the first crop reach its maturity, that is at the stage of their reproductive growth. In this way, rice follow with the pulses. Advantage of this intercropping system is resources like light, nutrient and water. That is, in better way we can use different resources which include light, nutrient and the water. They suppressed the overgrowth of the weed, increase the yield capacity, reduce the infection of diseases and control the pest, improve the soil health and also improve the agro ecosystem, and it encourages the biodiversity. We will focus on the importance of this multiple cropping system. That is, in what way this multiple cropping system is important for the farmer. This system maintain the nutrient demand, that is, nutrient demand of the crop should not be overlapped. Competition for the light should be smallest among the different crops. Again, in this type of system we have to keep focus that the maturity time of the different crops should be at least 30 days difference. Again, the cropping system of India classified on the basis of monsoon or post monsoon season, that is Kharif crop and the Rabi crop. Kharif crop called as monsoon crop, and the season of this crop is July to October. Rabi crop called as post monsoon crop. Best season of this crop cultivation between November to March. The example of Kharif crop in India are rice, maize, some cereals like small millets, ragi, Kharif jowar, bajra, cotton, groundnuts, etc. Rice is considered as the best crop in the Kharif crop, and maize is considered to next to Kharif crop. Maize cultivated area, the most prominent area which shows major cultivation of the maize are Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and the Punjab. Rabi crop include cultivation of wheat, gram and jowar, and the major cultivated area are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, bordered area of Rajasthan and the Gujarat, West Bengal in the eastern side, and wheat is the most important crop considered under the cultivation of post monsoon season. Again, Maharashtra is famous for the cultivation of Rabi crops like pulses, oilseeds, tobacco and jowar, that is Rabi jowar. The cropping pattern of the India also classified on the basis of rainfall. The annual rainfall reported between 1150 millimeter per annum in the area of Assam, Kerala, Odisha and West Bengal. The advantage of such rainfall is limited irrigation in this area. The rainfall between 750 to 1150 millimeter reported in the Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh. Here, the large potential are used for the irrigation facility for improving the crop cultivation. The rainfall notice below the 750 millimeter in the area of Rajasthan, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh. Here, there is a little hope for raising the crop intensity, and due to the medium range of the waterfall, the facilities are very restricted for the cropping system. The cropping pattern of India also classified on the basis of agroeconomical region. For example, cultivated crop region. That is, if in particular area the dominant crop is rice, the region is called as rice region, and the particular areas are eastern part and the western coast of the India. The wheat region include northern, western and central Indian part. Wheat and chick based crop cultivated region include Madhya Pradesh and Punjab. Rabi sorghum based region include Maharashtra, Karnataka and the Andhra Pradesh. Whereas Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh are famous for the cultivation of millet sorghum. Therefore, the region come under the category of millet sorghum region. Again, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh also famous for the cultivation of millets, that is the region commonly called as pearl millet region. Groundnut, which considered as a cash crop, mainly cultivated in Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and the Maharashtra. Potato and the tree fruit region basically occupied in the temperate zone of the India, and this temperate zone consider in Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and the higher altitude of the Uttar Pradesh, that is in the Uttarakhand. The T-zone region in India include hills of southern India and the Assam, and the cotton based region include Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh and the Punjab, out of which Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh gave the better result in this production of this crop. The commercial crop, which include sugarcane, tobacco, potato, jute, tea, coffee, coconut, rubber, spices, and other crop include the commercial region of this agroclimatic zone, whereas Punjab, Bihar, Haryana, and the Uttar Pradesh are famous for the cultivation of horticulture crops like apple, mango, citrus fruits, etc. We will focus on the diversification of the cropping system in India. It means why the cropping system in India differ in different state. If we focus on the diversification of the cropping pattern in India, we find out that this diversification of the cropping pattern mainly depend on the availability of the water, that is rainfall. Second, the soil fertility. Third, the different types of climatic factor. And the fourth one, the different resources, that is the input of the course and the prices of the product. This cropping system also influenced by the cultivation of profitable crops, that is which show high yielding productivity, and the use of intercropping system. As I have already told that intercropping system gave more advantage as compared to the solo system. That is, this intercropping system is more profitable and it reduces the cost of the cropping system. We will focus the immediate need to improve the cultivated system of the India. India cultivated system, if we study, that means India crop diversification in the agriculture takes place either in vertically way or in the horizontally way. This depend on the market force as well as the domestic need. In this way, farmer have to produce some valuable added products which increase the employment skill. In this way, the farmer should focus on cultivation of medicinal or aromatic plants, that means which will be used for the production of herbal products, and also it increase the platform for the industrialization in the agriculture area, that is for the sugar, paperboard or manufacturing of the products, etc. There is a critical need for promoting the development in the rural area which solve the demographic problem. Strengthening the food processing and other value added industries in the rural area provide the employment to the rural youth. In spite of that, if we increase the vegetable farming, floriculture, fruit cultivation, mushroom farming, cultivation of medicinal and aromatic plant, dairy products, piggery, goatry, poultry or fishery based or aquaculture based plants, then they will again give the employment to the people of the rural area in the northern, western and southern part of the India. There are different factors which affect the cropping pattern system in India. If these factors are literacy, disease and pest, for example, literacy, majority of the farmers are ignorant by the using of these scientific methods which are involved to improve the cropping system. Hence, if we improve the literacy level at the if we improve the literacy of the farmer, then we can bypass or we can overcome this problem. Disease and pest. The cropping system pattern also depend on the possibility of the disease and pest infection. Next is ecological susceptibility. The cropping pattern of a particular region is highly depend on ecological condition, for example, temperature, rainfall, humidity, etc. As we know that now these days temperature, rainfall, humidity, accumulation of the salt, accumulation of the heavy metal and different types of pollution increasing day by day. So in this way we will try to develop more resistant variety through the transgenics, through the selection of the transgenics crop, so that we can solve the ecological susceptible problem in the agriculture land area. Next is moisture availability. As the temperature rises day by day, the low rainfall level going to be decline and the dryland area increase day by day. As a result, it affect the farming profit to the farmers. Hence, we try to maintain the moisture availability. We try to develop the methods which sustain the moisture in the soil and sustain the different nutrient ratio in the soil, so that farmer get proper profit in returns of the crop cultivation. Financial stability. The economic condition of the farmer as the cash crop, for example cotton, groundnut, etc., involve high capital investment which are quite expensive for the poor farmer. Generally, the farmer community adopted those crops which having low cost. We focus that day by day our environment going to be changed. That means there are stress conditions, temperature is going on and the stress conditions are raised. Different types of stress like as biotic stress and abiotic stress affecting the cropping system of our agriculture land. As a result of these stresses, the fragile environment will develop and it causes fragile cropping system. Under the current condition, when different types of stresses are spread their root day by day, the cropping system of the India going to be changed. Under this condition, once when the salt affected agricultural land area increases, rainfall decreases, temperature increases, they all create barrier in the intensive cropping system. We will find out, we have seen that the effect of climate change in the Indian agriculture cropping system. As a result of this climate change, land degradation takes place due to the high salt concentration, water deficiency, accumulation of heavy metal in the soil and the high temperature or very low temperature. All these create different types of abiotic stress. All this create loss in the biodiversity. Further, temperature of the environment going to be rise day by day, which causes stratospheric ozone depletion, that is global warming again affect the Indian agriculture cropping system, which should be a threat to our human beings. We have seen that 13 to 18% of our Indian agriculture export, 62% of the cropped area is still depend on the rainfall. Finally, we conclude that our Indian agriculture system totally depend on the weather condition. Climatic change also affect the socio-economic sector, which include water resources, agriculture, forestry, fishery, human settlements, ecological system and the human health. Agriculture productivity can also be affected by the climatic change in the two way. First, directly change takes place in the temperature, precipitation and increase in the level of CO2. Second, indirectly, that is changes in the soil, increased frequency of the pest, insect or weed infection, which causes different types of disease in the plants. Again, climate changes also causes adverse effect on the soil fertility of the agricultural land area. In this way, the organic matter, that is carbon nitrogen ratio, going to be decline in the high temperature high temperature regime, uh, under the high temperature regime. As a result of this, dry soil condition will suppress the root growth and suppress the decomposition of organic matter, and it will increases the vulnerability of the to the erosion. That means erosion of the soil increases many times. Increase evaporation process from the soil due to the increase the higher temperature, accelerated by the transpiration process from the plant themselves, also causes soil moisture stress condition. Again, the salt stress, water stress and high temperature stress basically may affect the agricultural uh, agricultural land area, which we try to remove the which we try to remove such type of stresses by accepting the transgenics crop. Table shows that how the climatic change affect the cultivation of the stable crop of India, that is rice, wheat and maize. To protect or to improve the cultivation of these stable food crop in India, there are different projects are going on by the different scientists. For example, Sinha and Swaminathan in 1991 work on rice to improve the cultivation of the crop in the Indian agriculture land area. Whereas in 1994, Agarwal et al. Work on wheat production. Chatterjee in 1998 work on the production of the maize in the Indian agriculture scenario to improve the cultivation of the maize. Chattopadhyay in 2000 stated that if the environmental temperature increased by 1 degree centigrade, the cultivation of the sugar markedly reduced their yield. There are specific measures which are used to provide adaptive response, or there are different strategies which we are facing the different challenges. It means land use planning, disaster susceptible assessment. We are trying to develop trade policy, standardize the food price, improving the training program and general education to the population dependent on the agricultural practices. Again, we try to focus on research to develop the new varieties which has the tendency to adapt under heat stress condition, drought stress condition, salt stress condition, etc. Infrastructure facilities like as transportation, we also promote infrastructure facilities like as transportation, marketing. We also improve marketing need, distribution of the final agriculture products, etc. We also do changes in the policies. For example, in the crop subsidies scheme, also changes land tenure system, international. We also remove the international trade barrier, increase the adaptive capability of the in agriculture land area. there are different research projects are going on in the different research institutes or agriculture universities to improve the cropping system in India. And all these research projects focus on intercropping system. That is, if we focus on intercropping system cultivation, then we can improve the cultivation of the agriculture land area of India and fulfill the human need for the agriculture. Some of the research projects based on intercropping system which are going on are maize and black gram at the Palampur, Ranchi and Bhanswar. Intercropping system research project on maize and soybean at Ranchi, maize and cowpea at Karjat, sorghum and black gram at Karjat, rice and soybean at Kalyani and Jabalpur, wheat and mustard cultivation at Kalyani, wheat and linseed cultivation at the Indore. So students, let us summarize what we have learned in this module. There are different types of signals which show the climatic changes are start to visible. Global climatic changes are going on which affect the productivity of major crops like wheat, rice, maize in India. Hence, to prevent the ill effect of such climatic change, we try to develop an attention to protect our resources and the technology. Adaptive measurements also try to take in a timely fashion so that both farmer and the policy makers could be ensured, and in the similar way we can prevent or we can protect our agricultural land area from the adverse effect of the different types of stresses. Now, thank you to all. I wish you have learned the different methods which we are using in the cropping system at the Indian agriculture level and in the agri level.